All right, this is going over the new 4K ICG Rabina camera systems. You'll see that in some rooms you have 2 connect links, others you just have 1. The smaller import is for 4K Rabina for ICG. These larger ones are for your digital scopes. And you also have new 4K Rabina LED light sources, as well as this stayed the same, your insufflators. So what you're going to do at the beginning of the case is you're going to go to your image stream system, you're going to put in your patient info. Then when you turn this on, you have your indicators that let you know if something needs to be turned on or if something is amiss. So as these come online, you're going to see these start to come blue, and then you'll know you're ready to go. Please get closer on this. You're going to see presets. What we've done in the rooms is you can use these keyboards, which we have here. The keyboards represent the same thing as the menu button on the camera head. You're going to use the enter keys, the pointing keys to move around on the keyboard if you use this. So I'm just using that, hitting enter, hitting again. And then in these presets, you have these areas where you can go in to change modalities using this. Baseline is your most important one. This, by hitting that, highlighting it, enter, you know that you're going back sort of to like a default for you guys. You just saw the Rabina light source come online, so now we know we're ready to go. All you're gonna do is you're gonna open up your camera head from your sterilization tray, and you're gonna plug it in. This system has new software on it, so it's gonna recognize if you're plugging in a camera head into this box, or if you're in a room that has an additional link, if you plug into there, it's automatically going to pick it up. So you get your image coming up. Right off the bat, something different that you're going to notice is there's only a focus ring. The zoom is inside the menu. So in order to get to the zoom, because we know that is an important feature sometimes if you have, let's say, a smaller scope. I'm going to go ahead and hook this up. Plug into your light source. Screw on the light cord. If you want to zoom, you can press and hold the top left button for 3 seconds. You're going to see an indicator that comes up on the screen. Then you use your right toggle to zoom to your specified type that you want. Let's leave it there. Then I either hit the big button and it goes away, or the menu itself goes away in a few seconds. All right, so now the light source is off. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can manually do it on the light source by pressing the light indicator. Then you press the number and you can go up. And you'll notice that you can speed it up too by using the bar to slide it over. Okay, so light on standby. The other way you can do it is by pressing and releasing the menu button, scrolling down the light source with the right and left arrows. Big button again, and you can control it that way. So just note, every time you see the orange, wherever the orange color is at, lets you know the area within the menu that you're in. Okay, so we got our light source on. We have our focus ring set. Now, if I want to control insufflation from the camera head, you can also do that by big button. Scrolling down to insufflation, big button, big button, big button, now it's on. And you'll see this being controlled right here. All right, you can also control flow. You can also control pressure, all from the camera head. Please note, if you look on the side of the cards, you have your cheat sheets that tell you capture and zoom for your left side, and ICG is on the, capture and zoom is on the left side, and the right side is your ICG. All right, so we got these in. I'm just gonna do a couple more things. Enhancements. These are really nice, and it's just, if it's a preference thing, if they wanna increase vascularity or brightness. So Clara is gonna do the brightness in the background where the front stays natural. Chroma is going to do the vascularity, so your red blood vessels pop up. These do both. And then if you go to the filter, that's if they're going to use just the old traditional fiber scopes, and you can filter that out. If I scroll through the menu even more, we talked about zoom. You can see brightness. You can change that. You can take a still picture from the menu or video. And then ICG. We're going to get into that in a second to end it off. All right, so we got our system set up. We're running. If they want to do ICG, I'm going to mimic that now. If you want to come over here. So I have something that's going to show what it looks like. So you're going to have the IC green in. You press and release the top right button. Right here, press and release. That changes ICG mode. You no longer use a foot pedal. It's all on the camera head. So I press it again, now it's off. What's nice about this is you can operate in white light with your ICG illuminated. You can also control the contrast of that. Scroll over to opal, big button, scroll down to opacity, and you can change the intensity of it. This is at 100%, and you will see that it's minimized down to 25. This is also the area where if you wanted to change the color of it from a green to a blue is right here. This is also where you can change the modes because there's a few different mode options that you have. So right now, ICG mode, you can tell the indicator is on the bottom. I'm going to press and release the top right button. Now this is where it gets really cool for technologies and other options. Press and hold for 3 seconds that right button, also indicated on your cheat sheet. I'm going to go to monochromatic mode. Now I'm going to be in that mode whenever I toggle with my right button. Press and release the right button. Now we're in a black and white color scheme, which is excellent for assessing perfusion and how well it's perfused, okay? So when you're in this mode, just press and release that top right button and you're good. Now let me show you what intensity mapping looks like. Hold that button down, go to intensity mapping. It is orange in color. Pushing my menu button to have that in. Now I'm going to press and release my top right button. And now you can see the indicator line on the right hand side. You can also see a concentration color of that ICG. So this is really great for lymphatics and lymph nodes. Again, press and release so you can operate in white light with the intensity mapping. If I want to go back to the traditional mostly used one, which is overlay, press and hold, go back to overlay. Now I'm in that modality. All right, so now anything else? Let's see here. Camera head, when you twist this on, this is now loosey-goosey. If you ever want to tighten this down so it doesn't flip-flop on you, just take the black ring, twist it a little to the left. Now it's nice and tight and it's not going to move around. Just to reiterate again, menu buttons. All right, menu, press and release, it brings it up. Left button is for press and release, takes a still picture. You saw the indicator there. When you put the patient information in your image capture device, image stream, you'll see it actually freeze frame there for 3 seconds. Pressing and holding the left button, this is a review. It brings up the menu, the zoom, and then we can change zoom. You can also get to zoom by the menu. We talked about the right button, press and release. Now we're in overlay, and then press and hold changes to the modalities. Let's do this, intensity mapping, and you see the difference. All right, so one thing I want you guys to remember too is you have presets. Go up to here in the menu, and this is where you can go back to baseline. This will get you to where a lot of the settings should go back to natural. We have no charge software upgrades on these technologies. The next one that I want the company to utilize is retention. So these menu button settings will always be remembered every time. If you start changing around these button settings, that will probably be retained in this particular camera head, all right? So you guys just need to know, go to baseline, and then just know the menu button settings in which you can get back to your natural state. All right, I'm gonna unplug this. Just note you also have the presets right here, right? In this particular room, this is where they also do media stenoscopy. They would just scroll down to this, and that means this larger box called the X-Link, they'll just plug it in and they're ready to go. The beauty about the new technology though is if you're in media stenoscopy and you plug into the other one, the camera box is already going to know which camera head is plugged into it. But to be efficient, if you know you're not going to use that, you can go to baseline or you can just go to camera head in this particular room. Also note some of the rooms may have additional cheat sheets based off the technology they have here. We have the 1-800 number for technical support. You call 1-800-421-0837. Option 2 for tech support. You guys have my cell phone number, 661-860-0058. You can try myself as well. And then you also have super users like Sam in Biomed, and you also have Tom as well as Nate. Any other questions? Give me a call. Thank you.